Hey guys, welcome to the Thinking Crypto YouTube channel. My name is Tony. On this channel, we cover the news, facts, and sentiments that are happening in this new crypto asset class. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also smash the like button. And this is, of course, not financial or investment advice. Let's take a look at the market here. Not much happening as we've been seeing over the past week or so, but a good sign that Bitcoin is at $10,428 because we were headed towards, going below 10,000, and we bounced off a support level of around $10,028. So looking pretty healthy here, and let's see how things continue. Ethereum at $185, XRP at 26 cents. So all market cycles, right guys, you're going to have your down periods and your up periods. And the great thing about this new asset class is that it's on the rise, and it's very much a new asset class. Still has to mature, but we are the early adopters, the hodlers, and it's an opportunity for us to make significant profits. Now, we got some huge news from Bakkt. So those of you who don't know who Bakkt is going to be a major institutional cryptocurrency exchange, but also a custody service. They're going to offer physically delivered Bitcoin futures. They are powered by the Intercontinental Exchange, also known as ICE, which owns the New York Stock Exchange. So we're talking the big leagues here. They're also going to be in partnership with Starbucks, and they're going to have a marketing campaign with Starbucks, allowing people to spend their crypto within Starbucks using the Bakkt app. Now, they've had a series of delays on their end in launching because they've been waiting for certain types of regulatory clarity from the CFTC. But they tweeted the following today: "We have some news," and the title of the article on their site is "Clear to Launch," and this is directly from the CEO. Bakkt's Bitcoin futures and warehouse to debut in September. 1 year ago, we announced our ambitious vision to bring institutional infrastructure to digital assets with an end-to-end regulated marketplace. That vision will be realized September 23rd when Bakkt launches custody and physically delivered daily and monthly Bitcoin futures contracts in partnership with ICE Futures US and ICE Clear US. Our contracts have already received the green light from the CFTC. So they got the approval they need through the self-certification process, and user acceptance testing has begun with approval by the New York State Department of Financial Services to create Bakkt Trust Company, a qualified custodian. The Bakkt warehouse will custody Bitcoin for physically delivered futures. This offers customers unprecedented regulatory clarity and security alongside a regulated, globally accessible exchange in a market underserved by institutional-grade infrastructure. That's why I always stress on my videos, guys, we are in the infrastructure stage. A lot of investing, building, partnerships, acquisitions, all the licenses and the regulatory approvals are still in process, right? And we're slowly but surely getting there, and Bakkt looks like they're going to launch. Now, let's hope they don't screw it up like, I think they really jumped the gun a bit before, getting certain types of approvals. Let's hope, fingers crossed, that this is all they need and they are good to go. But they did mention green light from the CFTC, and I think that's the big hurdle that they had to clear. So the big important thing here is that they're physically delivered Bitcoin futures, as stated, is physically delivered. So it's not settled in paper or fiat, right? They actually have to have the crypto, and they're going to start with Bitcoin. They're going to do Ethereum, XRP, and the others. So this is going to be a big player. Also, ErisX and LedgerX are looking to do the same thing, physically delivered crypto contracts. So huge news here, guys. And this is why patience is so important. Price is important. It's the value of our portfolio. I know it can be, hard sometimes to look at the value go down, but it's all market cycles. And once again, zoom out, have perspective. We are so early. So it's really important to be patient. Now, Coinbase, talking about acquisitions here, has acquired Xapo, if I'm saying that right, institutional custody business. So this is interesting. Coinbase has their own custody business, but they're buying up the competition, it looks like. Cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase has acquired the institutional business of cryptocurrency wallet and custody provider Xapo. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that right. Coinbase said in an announcement on Thursday that the deal will help expand its custody business and will increase its assets under custody to more than $7 billion. Now, who's putting all this money into their custody? It's not me. It's not you. It's the institutional players, guys, and they've been accumulating over-the-counter OTC, and they're putting it in there, guys, and this is what's happening. So Coinbase acquired them for $55 million after beating another strong contender, the investment giant Fidelity. Guys, do you see what's happening here now? The competition's on the rise, and Coinbase, I can't believe they beat out Fidelity because Fidelity is huge, right? And we know Fidelity launched Fidelity Digital Assets. So look at what's happening here. And this competition is going to heat up, and then the marketing competition is going to heat up. Big things ahead, guys. Huge win here for Coinbase. Also being reported here by the block. I hate when the block does this. They block the entire screen just to get your email. It's so annoying. Coinbase Custody receiving $200 to $400 million per week in new crypto deposits from institutions. Just to my point that I just said, who is depositing this money that they have $7 billion now? The institutions, guys. And don't miss, what's happening behind the scenes. A lot of investments, a lot of buying OTC, and it's not reflected on the open market exchanges. So be cognizant of that. Now, Binance said they're going to go, the U.S. arm will go live within 2 months, says CZ. The dedicated U.S. arm of cryptocurrency exchange Binance will go live in November, according to Binance's CEO. I think all of these guys are trying to get their stuff launched before the Bitcoin halving next year in May 2020. So it's certainly looking that way. Now, I don't blame them because the value is going to go up, right? The mining reward gets cut in half. So Changpeng Zhao, CZ, told Cheddar in an interview on Wednesday that while the situation is still in flux, he expects the new platform to go live in a month or two. Due to uncertainties over the U.S. regulatory situation, Binance barred stateside customers from using the global platform Binance.com, but they're going to go through their partnership with BAM Trading Services to launch Binance US. So let's see, guys, but this is exciting, and it will be big for Binance to be in the U.S. market, obviously through their partnership with BAM. Now we got some XRP news here, guys. XRP and ILP enable companies to reimagine traditional business models. Today we're announcing Xpring's partnership with Coil on a 1 billion XRP grant to revolutionize content monetization. We've talked about Coil a lot on this channel. We've talked about Xpring a lot. You guys have seen my interview with the CEOs and founders, folks who are getting Xpring initiative funding, such as Securitize, such as Omni. So I don't need to go through all the details, but this is big because Coil is going to be used by multiple platforms and sites to monetize the web. And this is really important. Micropayments, right? One of the companies that are going to be using this that got Xpring funding is SB Projects, which is run by Scooter Braun. He's the talent manager for like Ariana Grande and a lot of other artists, and they're going to monetize music content, video, and so forth on the web. So big things are ahead, and this is just one use case, and it's big in itself. But of course, we know on the other end of the spectrum, you have the X-Rapid R3 Corda a use case, right? With moving money cross-border, talking about huge volumes, and a lot of use cases being built here for XRP via the Xpring initiative, guys. So huge partnership here, and a full article here enabling the future of web monetization. This is really cool, and people will try to trash this, but they don't even realize what's happening. Many don't understand the foundations of the internet and how monetization is changing. And you look at what the basic attention token project is doing with Brave, and Coil is also, they're going to be competing with each other essentially, right? But Ripple having a bigger network, working with a lot of different companies, and the way they're going about it, I think has the advantage. And Spring isn't like a VC firm where they're just funding companies. They're giving them XRP to use within the ecosystem, and that's really huge, guys. Building the infrastructure for XRP and the XRP ledger. So I highly recommend you guys read through this. Knowledge is power, because you're gonna have fraudsters that are gonna go around saying, "Oh yeah, look, Ripple just dumped 1 billion XRP," but they're not realizing they didn't dump anything. They're actually increasing the utility of XRP by obviously going through Coil, which is going to do web monetization using XRP. I mean, these things are going to drive the prices up, but it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. So keep that in mind. And Stephen Thomas also mentioned that he's the founder of Coil, and he used to be the CTO at Ripple. And he said right here, one of my favorite sites, CSS Tricks, just added web monetization. So they're using Coil, as you can see here. And I personally use Coil on my website, thinkingcrypto.com, my YouTube channel as well. So thank you to those who contributed. Obviously, there's an automatic contribution that takes place if you're a Coil subscriber, and I automatically get some of XRP when people visit and so forth. So that's how it's going to work, guys. So big things are ahead, and these are the facts, and not my emotions, not my feelings, not my maximalism to anything. I hold XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I cover those pretty well. And basic attention token I cover. So I hope you guys understand that, because there's a lot of maximalism and like, oh, Bitcoin sucks, XRP is the best. Oh, XRP sucks, Bitcoin's the best. No, there's different use cases. They will both be successful. As you can see, the infrastructure being built for both. And you don't have to trash another token to make yours look better. If yours is that great and it has the use cases and things being built around it, you don't have to trash the other cryptos, right? I mean, we got to be adults about this now and think about it from a business standpoint. This is why I'm highlighting the facts with you guys here. Big things are ahead. Now, speaking of Ethereum, which I hold in my portfolio, Ethereum coders approved 6 changes for upcoming Istanbul, hard fork. Ethereum core developers finalized late Thursday a list of 6 different code changes to be activated for Ethereum's next system-wide upgrade. As agreed in prior meetings, Istanbul will be executed in 2 parts. The first which will feature all 6 code changes or Ethereum improvement proposals, is tentatively expected to execute on Ethereum mainnet this October. So the Ethereum upgrades have been going a bit slower than expected, but man, I'm still bullish on Ethereum as a smart contract platform, guys. It has the trust. There's so many things being built on it, and they have some pretty significant partnerships, and the foundation's doing some great stuff. So I hope you guys understand there's different use cases here, different technologies solving different problems. And my top 3 in my portfolio are XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. I hold Litecoin as well, Sia Coin, Basic Attention Token, as I mentioned, Omisigo, and a few others. So I hope you guys understand my approach here. Finally, Craig the Clown Wright. Judge blasts Craig Wright's evidence inconsistent with testimony in the Kleeman trial. So once again, Craig Wright getting called out for his clown activities and his lies. Fake Toshi, he claims to be Satoshi Nakamoto. We all know he's lying. And he continues to be an embarrassment and make a fool of himself. So this guy, I don't know. Something has to be done to shut him down. But I think most people now ignore him. But just so you guys know, once again, has embarrassed himself, and he's getting called out by the judge and different people. So guys, what do you think about this news? Could we see Bakkt launch September 23rd? I am hoping and praying, fingers crossed, man, because this is going to be big, guys. Imagine the marketing campaign with Starbucks and how much money powered by the Intercontinental Exchange. I mean, this is going to be huge, and I'm certainly excited. As always, be patient. Pay attention to the facts like we're looking at here, but don't move by emotions with the prices. Prices go up and down, market cycles. We just got to wait for the higher highs, right? I always like to remind you guys, zoom out, look at the charts all time. The people who bought Bitcoin in 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, even to make significant profits, they had to be patient, right? Where the prices went to near 20,000, and could they have predicted when? No, but that's where you look at where you are in the timeline of this asset class, and you got to be patient. Similar to the folks who got into Google and Amazon early, if they were patient, I mean, they made significant money, right? So guys, let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links in the description. If you would like to support the channel, check out my Patreon group. Thank you guys for supporting who are my Patreon supporters, and I'll talk to you all later.